The Barretta Brothers.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, what's up? You guys, why do they have,
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
you both have like,
This is the first time you're noticing we're conjoined twins? Come on.
you guys have both a piece of poop on your lip.
Yep.
Oh, thanks.
Funny.
You guys have mustaches? Halves?
A mustache.
I see. One
The
mustache.
sharing one. They're sharing a mustache. It's pretty funny.
I get it.
Oh, I see. They're falling over in the aisles.
They're losing it. They are hysterical as they watch.
Quite funny.
Are there
Look at all the people. Frank
Okay, good.
Kramer, Deborah Ford, Scott Joy, Beelzy66, Eve Cunning, Drawing the Beat. They're all here today for our year end.
Shannon's back. My new friend Shannon and her sister.
Kellerific.
Okay. All right,
Carlos
so-
Porrero. Yeah, I rolled my R's.
It's very good. Very good roll of your R's.
So I
Very
got
good.
Borrero.
Very good.
we've had quite a year, huh?
Huh? Peoples. We had a lot of peoples for something we weren't sure we were going to do. We ended up doing it.
We should, while we're at it, we should just thank a few people behind the scenes that have helped us through the year. What do you say, huh?
Yeah, all right.
They paid us enough. We should. No. We'd like to thank Dan Gilman, who was with us from the start. And really, if it wasn't for Dan, Dan had us both as guests on his mom's show and then started informing us on how we could do this technically. So he was there from the start. Thank you, Dan.
Thank you, Dan.
Jason Friedman and Jason Thompson, Morgan Henderson. These are all technical people. Adam Krutinger, who turned us on to the software we're using. Very helpful there. Stuart Reeves, who gave a few ideas about some guests and programs and things. I used to just talk through ideas with him a lot. And Chuck Gill, who's been the voice that you hear at the opening of every show.
Yes.
Excuse me. We also had some really cool contestants throughout the course of the year from way out there in our viewership. For example, we had Jesse Oliver, John Papovich, Tyler Partnow, Madison Mantis, Joseph Debley, Mike Morose, Cassidy Lewis, Chris Pfizer, Deborah Forth, Fergie Philippe Auguste, Frank Simpson, Jordan Brownlee, Scott Joy, Liana Rivera, and Thelonious John. And there's Scott Joy right there. It certainly takes a village. And guess what? Some good news.
What?
Mike Moraz has received his prize.
Good. He's got his tons of disinfectant.
Yep. And
You get the
remember
pig's
we
feet
were going to give Joseph Debley the pig's feet, right? There were problems with getting him pig's feet because of having to use the Canadian Amazon and all this, and he's in Canada. So I switched the prizes on him, and he likes this even more. Now he can have his own pig's feet. He's
Nice
gonna have those come.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, let's get started. We only have an hour.
All right, real quick, go to thebarettabrothers.com and join the mailing list.
Yeah.
What?
And we're still talking about doing Pantheon.
Patreon.
Patreon. I'd rather go to Pantheon, but there's also Patreon. And we're thinking of.
Go ahead, you do that.
Doesn't matter. Go ahead.
I was just going to say we're going to take a break next weekend. And so don't look for a new show next weekend. But this is a great time to go back and look at all of the 37 shows since May 16th. So you have time to do some catching up. And so that's the news for next weekend. And then there's my website, genebarretta.com. I want to mention just real quick 2 bits of good news. School Library Journal has this popular blog called Fuse 8, run by Elizabeth Bird. And she put my Secret Garden of George Washington Carver on 2 of their big lists this December. Best nonfiction books and best unique picture books. So thank you, Fuse 8 and Elizabeth Bird.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Well, today we're just
We have a special guest.
out. We do. So we're going to hang out with one of our oldest friends.
And
You want to introduce him since I've been doing most of the talking?
All right. There's this guy, right? This guy that we knew when we were kids.
Since I was 13.
And
you were what?
Yeah, since you guys were 13 and I was 11 or 10, 9. And soon we realized that he was as demented as we were. And you guys got along really well and became good friends. And then he would come and play at our house. And Nanny used to love when he would go right to the refrigerator and grab something out of there.
You would catch him in the refrigerator.
Yeah, she was like, oh, look, what do you want, Ben? What do you want? Oh, all right, good. And he'd grab some little yummy things in there. But then we just became very good, close friends. We're like brothers, and ended up doing a lot of things. And so he's going to be featured in quite a few things of our viewing today because
he's quite the entertainer himself.
Oh my God, he's hysterical. And he's his latest character, my new latest character of his, Father Mike, which people are going to have to check out. It's so good. So, all right, let's bring him on. His name is, how do we pronounce it?
It's a French one. I don't know.
It's something like Bishop.
Close enough.
Bishop.
We say c'est ça exactement.
Oh, oui. Hi, Ben. It's Ben.
I don't.
How you
Hey,
doing?
I'm doing all right. This is one of those TV hellos where we've been talking for like the last 15 minutes, but we got to act as if we just. Hey,
yeah, like we just.
Hey, you look good.
Hey, look who it is.
We did an audio check. We went through your settings on your iPad, and now we're pretending it just
exactly
started.
That's show business.
Yeah.
I heard about it.
But so all right, well, let's just start. We're not gonna do Jackson, sorry, you freaked me out for a second. Let's just go.
What do you
Trust me more.
Jackson was
You should really trust me more. Technology, you know.
I didn't realize you were skimming the names along the side. We should just start because we're just gonna hang out, right? We're gonna have to talk about stuff.
Let's start with some humorous videos from the past.
Yeah. Oh, see, look at. They got the name right.
Oh, hi, Lauren Richardi.
You see how that? See?
Richardi.
Richardi.
Speaking of French, Ben has a great character that you're going to see later on in the show, the Prince of Luxembourg. And it's pretty remarkable what happened one day when we were out making videos with him. But that'll come in time. So what do you want to start with? We've got all these old videos that we made when we were younger and even more recently. And this is how we would spend our time. We would just get together and...
well, you kind of were the ringleader and come up with things for us to do when we were little. Why don't we show the earliest movie thing that we have and kind of make our way up a little bit? So what is it? Alcatraz or something? All
right. Well, so... yeah, I mean, this had to be early 70s or something, and we had no idea.
Alcatraz, do you remember that one?
Yeah, I don't think I was in Alcatraz. I was in 1498.
Yeah, this was earlier than this was before we met you.
That was literally centuries ago. That
1498. That's right.
It was set in 1498.
Yeah.
And so we're just showing little bits of things, but it was our neighbor Billy Cherecki and Bill were just these crooks roaming the neighborhood and raising hell. Yeah, they mug his sister at the beginning and then just go tearing through the neighborhood.
You know what? Just thinking about 1498. Ben was like our Graham Chapman.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's one way of putting
it. I'll take it.
I always thought of Ben as the Graham Chapman of the group.
Yeah, a little it had a reserved nature, but the insanity was brewing and waiting to come out at any second.
And always just right on the money. All right.
So here we go. Now I have to do this. There's a lot in the works here. All right. So here we go. Alcatraz. Billy on the right.
Fantastic. Yeah, I'm the shorter one. Here we are mugging Pretty Drecky's sister. Little purse comedy.
Billy got a thrill out of being able to push his sister, I think. Liquor store.
Here we went to the local liquor store. They let us rob them.
Oh, the music is just me on a Casio. Jewelry. What was that? A jewelry store?
Sure.
Belly.
Wasn't that phenomenal?
Wasn't that beautiful, folks?
That's action.
Could you follow the story?
Yeah, no, it's
Now I see
it's
how you
very,
go.
it's very well directed, very tightly edited.
Yeah.
And the award goes to, for best feature film,
The Girl Fell Down.
We used to
I like
make our
the
own
cat-
Academy Awards.
I like the cashier. You could tell he was a nice guy who just, liked you and
Yeah.
wanted to play. Yeah, the picture of shock. It's almost like he's acknowledging the audience. Hey,
But you know what was fun back then is you could walk through the neighborhood with a BB gun that looked just like a real rifle and have shootouts right in the middle of the mall, and nobody would bat an eye because they would never think somebody that age would have anything real. When they
would get, and we'd put on white T-shirts and get a cup of red food coloring and Caro syrup and just pour it over us and run screaming bloody murder through a parking lot
and get shot.
They would
bloody murder.
We'd be screaming like somebody had attacked us, and some people would watch it, and some people would just to see.
Some people were just the most we would get is damn kids.
Yeah.
It was never a gun. It was just not the time for it.
It was never like,
Anyway.
woo.
No, nothing.
We
We never.
in London.
The only time we ever did get.
was that a
times-
British cop?
Yeah, that was a London.
I thought so.
The only time we ever got in trouble.
London siren.
Yeah.
The only time we got in trouble was with you, Ben. We were in the
yeah.
Oxford Valley Mall.
Me.
No, but I mean actually grabbed and taken in.
Is that what? Grabbed and taken in? What?
Wasn't it you? We were in the Oxford Valley Mall, and you were down on the first level, and I was on the top level, and I poured a milkshake down on you, and somebody from one of the stores grabbed me and took me to security.
Oh yeah.
Other than that, though,
that was just you. That wasn't the rest of us.
Yeah, we ran.
but it was you that I poured it on, right? Left me.
That sounds vaguely familiar. I remember Billy walking into a tree and really causing a hubbub.
Oh well, we have that.
Billy was a very convincing, hapless guy who didn't know what was in front of him, and he walked into a tree, and I mean he went down like really convincingly. If I didn't know, I would have thought, oh my God, he's hurt.
We have an example of that.
Yeah, people gathered round.
Oh yeah, no, that was I think we have it.
And I think you kept it going for a little while. Like when the
I
people
kept
would
going.
like lean in on you and grab your arm. Oh my God, you'd be like,
All kinds of stuff. Swimming up escalators. We got it all.
Take a look at that.
Oh yeah, all right. Let's go since we're mentioning it. This is reaction.
These are just some of the highlights. Billy had most of the good stunts, so we're going to look at his stuff.
There's your father swimming up an escalator.
This is all Super 8 film.
Oh, here's the fall, Ben.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I've also
did
seen you
YouTube
walk
prank
into the
videos
tree.
before YouTube prank videos.
We did. There's a fake one. That was a bad one. I don't know what that is. Slippery floor.
Now here I was yelling at him at the top of my lungs. You can't really see it, and I pushed him out of the car. But you can't see the people who are reacting to it, unfortunately.
Yeah, you
So I
pushed me out.
pushed him out of the car.
And then there's people there who are kind of watching a little bit. And then I do the old hat gag.
Right.
Here's slippery floor bit.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Ah, that's pretty good.
Convincing.
That's pretty good.
tell you.
Wobbly
You're
legs.
checking it. You were checking it to see if there was anything wet that caused the mishap.
That's right. Afterwards, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
called
here's wobbly,
verisimilitude.
wiggly legs a bit.
Spindly
Oh,
legs.
there they
Still
go.
get-
Whoa.
Hey,
Do you
Charlie.
use the
Chaplin,
hat
get
to
your hat
signal
out.
which one of you is going next, or is it just the same?
No, it's
This
just
one,
Uh,
Billy's just talking to the trash can like there's somebody living inside of it. You have to watch. You have to watch the
Oh,
ladies
there
on
we
the
go.
left. They get a little nervous the more he goes.
yeah, they
in.
get upset when I start fighting it. Look, she snuggles over to her. She's like,
Yeah, grabs the arm. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, Oscar's in there, Nick Kramer says. And that's
there you
that.
go. Huh?
Thank you,
The
thank
wacky
you.
hijinks.
No, swimming on an escalator.
Hey, kids
Come on.
today, they don't know the meaning of fun. They don't.
It's all here. It's all in the thumbs.
Yeah,
huh?
they don't know what fun is.
Yeah, getting out in the world.
Yeah, getting out, ruffling a
Whoa.
few feathers.
Yeah. Get people a little worked up.
Wake them
Yeah,
up.
get
You gotta wake them up.
Gotta
Gene,
get 'em
why
a
don't we
little
show
worried, piss 'em
should we
off.
show a little Nanny and Granddad just to show where we get some of this stuff from?
Yeah.
Let's see, what number is that?
Ben, you remember them well.
we're
My
all getting
goodness.
sanity started.
They're unforgettable.
Yeah.
All right.
What a comedy team, right?
Yeah,
They were like a
no,
comedy team.
Exactly right. You insert them in a movie, and you don't have to do any kind of dialogue, coaching. Just get the cameras rolling.
Yeah.
Here's a little bit of Granddad used to have this routine. He would just mock her behind her back, and eventually she'd get back at him.
Now I'm going to imitate Nanny.
So he's not really imitating her. He's just kind of
He's off in his own little zone.
yeah. What's he doing? He's a robot now.
Oh, come on.
Oh, now he's
Sorry.
Oh, what's going on here?
anything he'd love to be on camera.
There's Billy.
You know what I noticed? He didn't make any sound. Like he thought it was a silent movie.
Yeah, I know, right? That was what they were used to. Oh, she gets him.
Look at that
There's our mom that I just hit on the head.
Oh, look at the hot pepper meat.
Watch, she hits me in the back of the head. This is one of the only times he cracked himself up. It was rare to see him laugh like that.
Yeah, he really laughed hard.
Crazy. What did I do? I ain't done nothing. Man, you know the roads of Bever's
Oops. There you go.
What'd I do? I ain't done nothing. Oh man. Let's jump to a Ben one.
Yeah. So let's see. What do we got here with Ben? We got should we go to the Prince of Luxembourg? Or what?
Wait. Maybe hold on. Maybe we should just let's do that. Yeah, let's go to Prince of Luxembourg.
All right, so well, Ben, why don't you describe what we're about to see? We have the one with the let's describe the boat one first.
Well, the idea was I was impersonating the Prince of Luxembourg, just going around the country, just whimsically wanting to buy things, presumably because I had all this money to spend. Yeah. So we were just driving around looking for what we could do. And we saw this boat docked, I think, on the canal in Yardley.
In Yardley, yeah.
And we just went up to the door, the house near the boat, and got going from there, and just said, "Oh, this is Prince of Luxembourg. He'd like to buy your boat." And
Yeah, Gene was your interpreter, and like the
right. Gene was. Yeah, we had a little crew. We had a camera.
Yeah,
guy,
it was.
I think Tracy was along as sort of
Jeff Santoro and
as an attaché.
But we were meant to be an American crew documenting your
Right.
trip through America.
Exactly. I think the reason I chose Prince of Luxembourg, because if I had said, "Oh yes, I'm the Prince of Germany or King of France," it's like, no, you're not. But I thought, Luxembourg, they might be okay.
But
Yeah.
do you remember what happened?
Plausible.
Do you remember what happened that almost gave us up? We pulled up to this one house to do something, and we said, "We've got the Prince of Luxembourg in the car, and he'd like to do this." And the guy said, "Oh, that's great, because I am French and my wife is German."
Okay, see ya.
Yeah, and then we go, "Oh, we just got a call." We got out of there really quickly. But this is the one. So this is the one where we try to buy this woman's boat, and in order to really please the prince, we convinced her to make wind sounds and rock the boat as he sat in it, so he could envision the experience.
Right. I wanted to pretend I was at sea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the prince. So it was like we were trying to do like a candid camera type of thing in a way,
Yeah. Cool people
like a
into
reality.
thinking it was royalty.
Yeah, and so part of it was to get them to do something, and then Ben and Gene, you guys had a phrase
Right.
that would signal to now is everyone ready? Right, and then that's when Ben would become like like this like street guy.
I don't really know if I can get into buying this boat. I mean, but thanks.
Yeah.
Just like get completely American at the drop.
Yeah.
of a hat.
So this is a trimmed down version of it all, but this is it, right?
Je veux l'acheter le bateau.
Yeah, he wants to buy the boat. We're doing a documentary of his visit, and we're choosing random Americans along the road, and we weren't really going to stop here, but he saw the boat and he fell in love with it.
Mm-hmm.
And could we take a look at it?
Sure.
Prince Bertrand.
Bonjour, madame.
Do you want to just get a two shot of them? He's awfully tall, isn't he? Well, he's asking if we can't take it down to the water, maybe we could just, rock the boat back and forth. He'd like to, I don't know if he'll understand me, but I don't know, it's a silly request. Yeah, something like that, so he can close his eyes and try to imagine himself there. That's it.
Ah, c'est bon.
That's
C'est bon, ça. Alors,
bon,
du
c'est
bruit,
bon.
du bruit.
I think
Madame?
so.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she's making wind sound.
making motor sounds.
Oui, peut-être le
Le
moteur.
embrasse le moteur.
Le motel.
Ah, yeah. Bon, alors, suivez l'autre.
Oh, you have to shake the boat.
So compliant.
Oh my God.
This has all been a practical joke. Thank you very much.
Here comes one of Ben's laugh spazzes. Yeah.
I don't believe this. I don't believe it. I'm here minding my own business.
Oh, God.
She was a good sport.
She was. June, sunshine, merry weather.
He was like a chimp. He was
That's
like,
right.
What was her name again? That's you.
Well, that's mine.
Oh, like, hand me that.
It does.
So-
It does. It does. It really does.
It was. It was for sure.
Gene's trying to make pleasant conversation. He's awfully tall, isn't he?
So we did one where we went to a farm and we had this woman, the farmer, sing to her fruit because it was a tradition in Luxembourg.
Her vegetables.
But the best one was the one we're going to show you now, where we found a private airport where they had these old-fashioned bi-winged planes, and we decided we were going to try to buy one of the planes for like some ridiculously cheap amount of money. But I'm just going to mention it now because you might not catch it in the audio. but we said, can you maybe just give him a ride in it? And thinking, all of us thinking, he said, I'll take him around the pattern. To us, that meant he's just going to.
I think he said, I'll take him around the field. I think.
Yeah.
No, the pattern.
The pattern. Well, that was the
it?
field,
Okay.
right?
Oh
Right,
yeah,
so
I remember.
so I thought,
Oh yeah, you told me this.
So we thought he's just going to be
Right
driving
down
on the
field.
grass. But see,
Yeah.
here's what happened.
Oh,
Let's see.
yeah, you told me this one time.
All right, here we go.
Here's the Prince of Luxembourg, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh no.
No, bro. Are you the owner of the plane?
Yes.
Hi. I guess you heard us explain who we are. Says, what's your name, sir?
Harry.
Harry, this is Prince Bertrand.
Yeah.
Say howdy.
Hi.
He loves your plane very much, and he's interested in possibly buying it. Is it for sale?
No.
It's not for sale at all.
J'ai beaucoup d'argent. Alors.
Says he has a lot of
I
money.
have a lot of money.
$500.
$500.
$500.
$500.
What does something like this sell for?
75 to 100,000. $600. $700.
Excuse me, Harry. Could he get a ride in the plane?
By the way, this is all trimmed
not,
down
not
again.
Flying, but just ride. Sure. So you're just gonna drive it around the grounds here?
I love the hat.
Just tell him. Of what? Tell him not to touch nothing up there.
Hello.
Don't have to touch nothing.
You like the flying
Look
bird?
at that hat.
Oh, we good.
C'est Luc, n'est-ce pas? No. No.
No, Luke? Sure, why not?
No.
Oh my God.
Go up.
Watch how quickly it goes into the sky.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that's quick.
They might see you. Watch out.
Yeah.
Now, this entire time, the rest of us are saying to each other, we can't tell them this is a joke because they're going to kick our asses.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah.
Here he comes. He's coming back.
There was no way we could tell them this was a joke.
We know why. Wait, why?
Because we made them spend all their gasoline and the whole thing.
It's the plane.
Look at that. Unbelievable.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I didn't know we were going to go up in the air. When we went up in the air, I can't say it because I know you have a G-rated show here, but I said it aloud. You
did?
Sometimes you mutter something or you think it to yourself. I aloud said, "Oh my!" Yeah, I was in shock.
Oh my God.
I think Jeff was laughing, and you can hear him say, like, I think on the soundtrack, "Oh my God," or something like that.
Yeah, but we didn't. Deborah's asking if we were laughing so hard, not in a way that gave us away. We were too frightened that they were going to beat us up if they knew it was a joke.
This is the thing. When I got off the plane and I saw you, first of all, I could see they were wearing really grim faces. So I knew it wasn't right. And then when you said to me, Gene, "Ne le dis pas," which is French for "don't say it."
Right.
I was ready to go. I was like smiling and walking towards you, ready to go. Tout le monde est prêt? And
I walked up ahead.
Going,
You asked him a few times. I remember seeing it in the film. You see, you like a couple times. You're asking, should we do it? Gene's like, no.
Ne le dis pas. Ne le dis pas. And then eventually I got it. Like, all right, let's get out of here.
Here's from the George Lucas Talk Show. Thanks for watching.
George
Hey,
Lucas.
George Lucas. Billy was a guest on their show. It's a good show. Everybody should check that out.
It's really fun.
By the way,
Lucas? Or
Beelzy66
Okay.
made a comment before, but I wanted to show something real quick. Sometimes we get art sent in by the fans, and Billy, she was listening to the Muppets, is it Red and Green Christmas album or Green and Red? And she was really inspired by your That You Santa Claus performance, so she drew this bit of Muppet art to send to us.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that cool?
You know, I
Yeah.
was trying to do something this year, and we didn't get to do it. I wanted to do a little thing with the band doing That You Santa Claus.
Okay. Yeah. You know, I love when people add their own style to the characters too, and make it something unique instead of just trying to get it exactly like the style guides and things.
Yeah.
I kind of like that about that drawing too. It's not trying to replicate what they, the actual.
You know what I like too? You know, by the way, we're speaking about fan art and stuff. I don't know if this is considered fan art, but one artist who does Muppet themed work is Muppet. This guy on Instagram, Muppet Finger Puppets. Have you seen him or her? I don't know who it is.
No, I haven't.
They make these tiny finger puppets made out of felt, and they're really well done. The proportions and everything make it all very instantly recognizable and a very simple geometric style of the characters. So if you're out there, let us know who you are, because I like your stuff. Did they ever find out? No, Scott.
It never became a show. We never kind of got anything. It became more for our own pleasure. But I mean, God, will they see this? Well, how many years ago is it?
This was in the 80s.
This was in the 80s, like 83, 84.
40 years ago.
Will they see this? The answer is I certainly hope not.
You know why we were doing this, by the way? Because what was brand new at the time were public access video channels, and we just thought, why can't we get stuff on public access?
Right.
So we did this, and we did another thing called Top That, where we went to these areas and just asked people if they had weird talents to see who was the best. Billy did one where he was improvising with people in the park, doing these scenes and things to build a story.
You guys had a connection to bloopers and practical jokes. That was, I think,
right. That's what.
Yes. Yeah, but did we have a connection?
Well, I thought you told me you did. Like Jeff,
It was
had a
through
connection. NBC's
Jeff,
bloopers and practical jokes.
Yeah, Jeff had a connection through and with Mark and Bob. They had something, and we thought we could maybe get our stuff on there.
Yeah, I think that was what got the ball rolling. Was that thought?
That's right.
Yeah. By the way, everybody, look at my sister Christina got me for Christmas. A big. It's on canvas. It's printed on canvas.
I gotta grab my. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab something. Go. What are you gonna?
Ben
do?
and Jackson.
Why don't we show? I'm just gonna show the.
I feel like they should.
Go ahead. I'm gonna show the bodies. Here's something Ben and I just did.
You're speaking over your guests, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, don't. Okay, first of all, don't ever do that again. No, I mean it.
Yeah, you're right.
No, I was just saying how Jackson and Ben were being so civilized. I feel like they should do a number or something. Like, all right, let's hand it over to Jackson and Ben.
He's just warming up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
I'm getting my thing.
Jack. All right, these guys will take a break while I show this video.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jackson did a radio show recently, by the way. Really? He did an excellent job. He sounded like Orson Welles in his part. All right, so here's something else we can show while they're gone. This is just another. This was in one of my apartments in Philadelphia where we had nothing to do. I can't even say we had nothing to do. We got together, and most of the time, the purpose was to make stuff. So we would record music sometimes, like we did here, and then just shoot video to back it up. And this is a very edited short version of it, but it was all just completely spontaneous.
What the hell is wrong with you two? Oh, that's so bizarre.
I like how rough the video looks. I'm
Well, you know, we had to.
hard for like washed out rough.
It's got like a yellow tint.
Early.
Well,
video.
also we were editing a lot in the camera. That's why you would see
you were
those.
entirely in the camera.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it was very rough. So I tightened it up for this, but yeah, and if you messed up, you just had to kind of rewind the film or the video, I mean.
And it would always, as I recall, where you'd stop the camera, and then when it was time for the next shot, you had to sort of allow for it to backtrack, because the next shot wouldn't start right there up against the previous shot. It would back into the previous shot. So it would actually erase a little bit of the previous shot.
The first gif of yeah.
And then that was something.
I love that's like the ultimate neutral comment. Let's see, how can I get out of this? Well, that was something.
What is this from Jeff?
What the hell was that?
$5.
What is that?
Somebody gave you a super chat. It's $5.
What does that mean?
They paid $5 to make their thing highlighted so that you can see it, like, so it pops out better.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, but what is it? What does he want?
I don't know.
$5?
I think it's just somebody that we shouldn't have picked it.
I don't know. They paid you $5. So they gave you $5, but I don't know where it goes. So
I don't either.
All right.
Here, I got a mug.
And I got a canvas.
Oh, look at that.
And Jackson got, this is a piece of his artwork, actually. Christina had it put on a canvas.
Oh, how nice. Can I see that a little better, Jackson? I couldn't
Yeah,
really,
show closer here. Get in the
catch
shot.
that too well.
Describe it, Jackson. Who is it?
Wow.
It's like a blender. It's an inside joke.
Hobart mixer, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a Hobart.
I was gonna say it looks like a mixer sticking out from him.
Yeah, but it's like a cross between that and like a big robot, like from a specific anime.
I like he's a very functional robot. He can blend things in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I think he takes after his Uncle Gene a little bit, don't you think? His art,
He's doing so great. So great.
Did you paint it, or
a few months ago?
Did you do it? Did you do it digitally, or did you paint it?
I did this digitally, but my mom actually got a company to like transfer it to like canvas.
But he's talking about the color, and did you digitally do it?
Yeah, I digitally did that.
Oh, it looks
all right,
really
here I've
sharp.
got one here that the three of us worked on, sort of not together, but Ben and our friend Danny Burke and I recorded a song in a basement live one day, and then Billy and I decided to just put some video to it. So this is Action Squad.
This guy.
I really like that. Oh, you cut it off before the breakdancing part, which is really funny.
Only
One of the last shots. You'll have to take my word for it, folks. There's a shot with the breakdancing, and it's it's very funny.
well, you did the roll on the floor. That was in there, right?
Was it?
Yeah.
Were you both spinning around?
Just him.
Oh, okay. I thought there was one with both of you.
How about this one? I'm gonna put
I don't
Blues
think this
Brothers
was
before
the
Blues
Blues Brothers. I think the Blues Brothers came out already.
This was around 85 or 86. That was.
Yeah.
Yeah, we both actually smoked drawing the beat.
I like how rough. Again,
I haven't
like how
smoked
rough
since
the video is.
'95.
Good. Smoking.
Yeah, the video is rough.
Smoking is bad.
Since last year.
It's true. I quit over a year ago.
You quit over a year ago?
I did.
Good
Yeah.
for you. That's
Yep.
fantastic.
Last October 24th.
Yay.
I missed when
Dick
you
Guy and Weasel are
years.
great gangster names.
Dick
That's
guy.
us. I'm gonna just go through stuff. Here's one
Right,
we
well,
did.
Let's jump to stuff that I think maybe a broader audience might get a kick out of. Why don't you go to
Okay.
People Are Talking?
All right. Well, I will.
Gene,
And then
This
we'll
was-
go into
once upon a time, Gene.
I've got
Barretta.
this history of
That's
appearing on TV shows out of the blue.
God.
And it all started because we had this local TV show in Philly called People Are Talking. And I think a lot of cities have their own versions. And they had lots of hosts, including Richard Bay, before he had the big Richard Bay show out of New York. And so we could set up our VCRs to record it because it was live. And we just thought, well, let's just go get our face, because they would always take the mic into the audience to get questions. We just said, let's have fun and get in there. So we went to the first show together as Billy and our friend Jeff Santoro and me. And the only one to get on camera was Billy with a close-up. So I'll start
I tried to
there.
look really interested. We thought if we looked
I
really
think
interested,
I think I know this shot. I love this.
yeah, if we were really interested, they might get us in a close-up. So that's what I did the whole time, was I just tried to look really interested.
Okay.
He shot the dog, and the children ran to the dog to see what happened. It was their pet. He snatched a handful of hair out of the oldest girl's head and slapped the oldest boy back, told him to get back inside, and started crying.
Hey,
Okay.
So we thought, wow, right? Now
Yeah,
we can do more.
Oh no.
And so, but Jeff and I are like, oh, well, we've got to go back because we didn't even get on. So that started my whole journey to get that continues up and through Dr. Phil a couple of weeks ago. But so we thought, Billy and I thought, well, if you react the way they want you to react, you're going to get the camera on you. So for this ventriloquist, who, by the way, this puppet was designed by Ed Christie. Remember we talked about him on the show.
Famous Muppet workshop.
Yeah. But Billy and I thought if we laugh really loud, they'll definitely put the camera on us, and it worked here.
Oh no.
Right. Hey, is this the show? Is Carol Lawrence here? That was yesterday. Oh no. Hey. All right. Oh.
Oh, and there's John Desiderio.
That's what it was. It was
Welcome to our show.
John Desiderio was with us that day too.
Yeah,
So
was
was he like talking to you guys
No.
because you laughed?
Okay, and then there was this one with Morton Downey Jr.
Okay, there's always, what's the next election? That's
No, I make Gary Hart look like a virgin though, so I got to. Oh, you do too, huh? You okay? All right. What's your question? I'll tell you what. Why don't you sit down a little bit? We'll ask somebody else a question.
Imitation is the most
Were you
sincere
embarrassed?
form of flattery. You're going to see a lot
There's
of flattery.
me, and there's Billy behind me.
Sing and look
Billy's
like
right
some
here.
of the biggest pop stars in the business.
Baby, baby, when I look at you, I get a warm feeling inside. There's just something about the things you do that keeps me satisfied. I wouldn't lie to you, baby. It's plainly a physical thing. Woo! Feeling that I got for you, baby. It makes me want to. I feel for you.
In fact, people are talking next Tuesday.
We are behind him. We knew where to
Guest
sit.
will be a young man who was married at the age of 12, a father at the age of 13, and a divorced father trying to get custody of his child at the age of 14. He will be our guest on the show. We'll also be talking with other teenage fathers about their responsibilities, about their relationships with their kids. You can join us if you have any questions about that. Here on People Are Talking Live, it's a great experience being here live, right, guys? All you have to do, call 238-4940 for free tickets. The number again, 238-4940 for free tickets. We're located at 5th and Market Street, right next to the SEPTA line. Hope to see you on Tuesday. Now let's check in with Eyewitness News and Pat Taraki. We'll be right back with more music lookalikes.
But if you're basically happy and you have that extra luxury, it can make you basically happier.
He is adorable.
Any more questions out here? Sir, stand up, please. You had a question? Yes.
Don't believe.
You don't have a question. You need a look at this. This is why this man's coughing. Forget it. You're finished, buddy. You want to sing like Pia Zadar? You can give those up. Go ahead.
It's my perfume.
Oh, forget it. I bet you've
I
never
have
been.
this effect on everyone.
I bet you've never been asked that question before. No.
This one we planned a little bit ahead of time. Well, I don't think we planned it way ahead, but I think while we were sitting there, I said to Billy, you ask a question, and while you're asking the question, I'll do what I am about to do.
Oh, wait.
No, I'm not married. I am, however, looking.
Wait, what?
So this is
that
Danny
last comment was
Bonaducci.
really funny.
Danny Bonaducci. No,
Yeah.
that's Mason Reese.
Oh, sorry, Mason Reese. Oh,
Wait,
God.
can I just say something about that
Yeah.
comment that one of your listeners posted?
Oh,
It's
this
exactly what I was going to point out. Like when he says, "That was a great time being here," isn't it? Billy's kind of got this look on his face, like, I guess.
I did like the
yeah,
that kind of thing.
If you like that kind of thing, I guess it's exciting.
But yeah, right. But Gene, did you just? I'm sorry, I was looking for something. Did you set up the whole thing where you wanted to sit on the aisle?
Yeah.
So that you could fall off while I asked the question, right? That was the idea, is that the distraction was me asking the question. It was a real plan.
Yeah.
They asked the question and then you figured out how to fall, right? Okay.
Right.
This was choreographed.
At 24 hours a day. Not for marriage, by the way. Not for marriage, but just for a nice person.
I was wondering what John is doing now for.
Whoa! Oh, you're right.
Get
That's the guy
John,
from
what are you doing
Lassie.
now? Well, I'm in real estate in Northern California. I've been in that field for the past 7 years.
You're all right now, right? It's so exciting to see the favorite stars. They're falling out of their seats here in the audience. One more quick question. Anybody have a question for Donna? Who has a question for Donna? Would you stand up, please? Go ahead.
Oh my God. And who was he? He was on Lassie or something? Who was he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was what, Billy from Lassie?
Timmy
from Lassie.
Yeah, I
right?
forget his name. Yeah, he was the kid from Lassie, and Pia Zadora was in there. And so then it continued from there, where I would go wherever I could. Like we had a dance program called Dancing on Air, and I found out that they were going to be broadcasting live from the shore one day. So I went down.
You asked me to do that, and I couldn't do it. I remember.
Oh wait, hold on.
If you did that coughing bit now, I think like there would be a whole like different reaction, like a complete opposite reaction to what was happening.
Completely, yeah.
People would be running away. Yeah.
Amado says, I'm so confused. Well, so these are, if you're catching up, we're showing home movies of a time back when we were much younger. And we would go on to a local television show called People Are Talking and try and get, at first it was just to see if the camera would get us on TV. So we got a couple of those, and then it grew into Gene coming up with more ideas of how to fall out of his chair, to mug behind the host, whatever we could think, have a coughing fit. So that's what we're watching, some old home movies.
Bring up Stacey Henson's right there for a second.
Oh, yeah. Can't believe how long you guys have been causing chaos on TV. Too iconic. Too well.
I didn't see the last part, but the chaos, yeah, a long time. Thank you, Stacey. All right, so I'm like twice the age of all the kids on this beach.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And it goes into some others. I forget what's on this, but
it's like, why is this guy here?
Here I am.
You got to circle it. Can you say? Oh yeah, there he is. Look at him. Why is he there?
Wow.
Let's go at 12:51.
This was a friend of mine right there.
The actual retail price of that desk is $17.36 and Bradley wins.
There he is on the left.
That desk and Bradley plays our next pricing game. Bradley.
There is a brand new children's book being heralded as the best ever made. What is it called? My Kind of Dog. And it is written by the lovely and talented Miss Joy Behar, ladies and gentlemen. And the illustrator, Jean Barretta, right there.
Did the drawings, which I couldn't do the book without the drawings,
Of course.
The drawings are brilliant.
They're adorable.
It's the most brilliant. I mean, this is my dog Max, who was married on The View, mind you.
Yes.
That'd be in our yo-ho-ho section.
Between
yeah, right this way, please.
Yeah.
Could you direct us to the book?
Bink. There you go. I was working on the show at the time doing style guides and some books for them, and they brought a bunch of us onto the set one day
For the
to be
astonishingly
extras.
gifted child. Yeah, and a book about flies and soup. Yeah, right over there by the reading nook. Thank you.
She believed him because it's her father. I mean, she trusted him. She had no reason not to trust him. But Ellie claims her dad instructed her not to tell her mother's family about the death. And I have one goal here, and that is for your child Avery to be with you.
Okay.
That's what I want to happen.
Yo, 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 this is QVC Product Central. How can I help you? Help me.
You were not happy
Yes, this is
at all.
Rizzo the Rat. Oh, Pepe. I bet you're looking for Miss Piggy's product for her segment. Well, not to worry.
What are they selling? Half-baked ham? Oh, a pork joke! How original, Joan! Here, let me try. Plastic surgery, plastic surgery, plastic surgery. Oh, now, if you'll excuse me. You're not going anywhere. Lay your hands off of me! You just touched my breast. Joke's on you, they're down there now. Oh, next time I'll kick you in the shin! You tried to kick me in the shin. Oh, Joan!
Waiter cameo.
Thank you, Kurt, for bringing me in to do that little cameo. So that was getting on wherever I can.
You and Dr. Phil.
Here's a couple on the local newses.
Oh,
Is this-
these were my favorites.
Are people enjoying these, or is this too self-indulgent? I don't know. I can't tell.
We asked our studio.
In joke that like they kind of get, but that's what I'm feeling is that like they kind of get it, but like it's fun to see you guys react.
Yeah, let's see what happens. These are good. These are my favorites, where you just show up in the background of people's news reports.
Okay.
Like,
I'm just going to skim through this. Okay, so here's one on the news about traffic things, and there I am. I saw the camera and I just stood over her shoulder, knowing I'd get in. And then here's one. Evening Magazine. They were just pulling people off of the street to say, "Please get in line here because we're doing this mock Brian Keith Film Festival just for one of their comedy bits." And so when they got to me, I just improvised with them, caught him off guard.
Arts where they're having the Brian Keith Festival. People have been camping out overnight to get a good place in line, a value place in line. Where do you come from, sir?
Topeka, Kansas.
You?
New York.
New York City. Where are you from? Philadelphia. You're right from here. Very good. Where are you from?
New York.
State College, Pennsylvania.
Valley High.
You came from Valley High.
Valley High just for this festival. It's been in the papers over there for months now. And we made the special trip out here, the family and the kids. We used to stay at High, and that's where the promotion came from.
The Brian Keith Resort.
Yeah. And they sent me over here for the Philadelphia premiere.
Good luck. Enjoy.
I will. Thank you very much.
Mary White is standing by live at the downtown mall where some of the performances are already underway. Mary.
That's right, Dave. The Guarantee Performing Arts Festival is a series of musical performances and plays.
This was only like a week after I moved to Charlottesville.
Going on the downtown mall tonight
that wasn't the
and
end of it.
tomorrow, as you can see behind me. The Charlottesville Albemarle Rescue Squad has been working to rescue Mayor Toscano. Of course, this is all play for about the past 15 minutes, and they are demonstrating their skills of what they would do in an actual emergency. They are using the jaws of life to extricate Mayor Toscano.
Recapping our top story tonight, Charlottesville's teen curfew goes into effect less than 2 hours now, and some teenagers are not happy about it. Let's check back in with Allison Burns on Charlottesville's downtown mall. Allison.
That's right, Mary. In about an hour and a half, the teen curfew goes into effect. At that time, anyone under 17 must be off the streets, unless, of course, they are exercising their First Amendment right of assembly. And that's just what a group of young people are doing this evening. They're already handing out flyers about their protest to the teen curfew, and they are planning the protest for 1 a.m. Police say they will be here. They'll just be standing by, but they will not interfere in the protest. We'll also be here and have a full report tomorrow on Dateline 29 News.
All right, Allison, have fun out there tonight.
Have fun and watch out for that guy behind you there, Allison.
It was a little tough to see, but I was like a deer in headlights there.
So spooky.
So spooky.
That one was creepy. I agree.
Yeah.
And then finally, there's just This is kind of funny. When I would work on crews, I would sometimes get on. This one, here's just two from. There's many more of these, by the way, but I just some of them are just there's my face at the end, but I'm just showing the ones that stand out a bit. There's Mark Summers. This was a show I worked on called Ultimate Revenge. They just put the crew in the bus here to be extras.
Is a city bus, and there's lots of people. Everybody ready for an ultimate revenge? Yeah! And we're going to give you the rock of your life.
The left.
Now this one, let me explain. This is, okay, I can't answer that. I was on the crew here, and they, for some reason, at the last minute, they needed somebody to play the heavy in this, and so it's basically a training video, and it's this woman, she's having trouble at home with her possessive boyfriend, and her friends at work are checking in to see how she's doing.
Yeah.
And then finally he walks her out to the car.
If you'll make you feel better, I could walk you out just to make sure everything's okay.
Would you? That'd be great. Thanks.
Good night, Alan.
Good night.
It's Alan.
Thanks. I'm parked just right over here. Oh no, it's him.
What now?
Oh no.
No.
Hey, isn't that the guy that was standing behind the reporter? That was it was that same
I
guy.
poking his head in when we were talking about the mayor.
Yeah, I think that was him.
People are talking, right?
Yeah, that's the
That guy from People Talks that kept coughing.
He must have come. He's down south now, I guess.
What now?
I think he said it like, what now?
All right, so.
All right, Gong Show. Come on, let's get some Ben on there.
All right, so Mr. Ben Chatray 3 times was on the Gong Show, right?
Oh, yeah.
This was like the mid-80s.
Mm-hmm. 3 strikes and I was out.
Well, I think.
What was that like? How did you get on?
My friend read an ad in the LA Times that said they were auditioning. He said, "You should do that," and so I did. And they just called me in.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
But it was weird. It was fun. It was fun.
After the first time, though, they kind of made you a recurring character, right?
Yeah, they well, sort of. Yeah, they liked me. They asked me back. I think the second time I was going again, and the third time they wanted to just have me appear in between other acts. So they would raise the curtain, I'd be playing, and they'd lower the curtain.
Oh, right.
And they were going to have me actually on again, holding the mallet to the gong, but the show got canceled.
And this was, by the way, this was good.
No, I was just going to say I actually was going to be on as a sort of regular, but
this was post. This was after what's his name left.
No, this is well after Chuck Barris. Yeah, they did a revival in the late '80s, and
yeah,
I mean, it didn't have the cocaine fueled insanity of the original. It was much more, you know.
But they liked you had you're kind of, it was kind of this stoic character, right? They like the deadpan.
Yeah. I think
people will see it, but
yeah. I think it gave people a little bit of an entertainment value.
What's Jackson doing? I don't know. He's crawling back there.
He's crawling? Is he all
right? What are you doing?
I was crawling on the floor and I was trying to like.
Oh, you're trying to come up back there?
Yeah, I was trying to pop up.
Sorry, we
But
saw
you
your
ruined
butt.
it.
Well, we saw your butt and everybody saw you crawling.
All right, so this is we shortened it just a hair, but this is your first appearance. And I just want to mention so people can be aware of it. When you're being interviewed at the end, the woman in the center, she looks petrified, and that's why, Ben. Do you remember why?
Wait, when I'm being interviewed at the end?
When he's asking you, saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, Ben," and they're getting the feedback from the judges.
Actually, I don't know. I don't remember why she looks.
The woman in the center, she's like this because you told me that you stared at her the entire time and would not break a stare.
Oh, I think you're probably right.
Yeah.
I totally forgot that, but no, it sounds like something.
All right, here we go.
So please say hello to Ben.
Hunting, I'm going out with a gun. Hunting, out in the summer sun. I can fell pheasants, pull away rabbits for the pack, but here to the run when I am hunting. I feel at one with my gun. Because hunting is fun.
Ben, I know you were just coming into the really big part of your act there when you got gonged. I'm sorry to see that. I know you'll probably party hardy even if you won or lost, huh?
Yes, I'm deeply shocked.
Okay. Would you call that a gang gong? It took 3 of them to do it to you, Ben. So I want you to feel good about that, okay?
It'll be difficult.
Okay, attaboy. All right, now, who wants to take credit for this one?
They do.
Okay, sorry, Ben. Maybe we'll see you again, though, huh? Thank you very much. Yeah.
They do.
Yeah. We took out Vic's reaction. It wasn't he it was not funny, Vic, unfortunately.
He did this whole President Nixon joke, and it's the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
He said, "Gong 'em."
Yeah, I don't even know who that guy. I guess he was a television.
He was a stand-up comic.
Was he? Yeah.
Yeah.
He was calling for help on the phone. I think that was the essence of the joke.
Yeah. But then he
this guy's really strange. Can you send somebody over? I think we need some help. Anyway.
Let's step back a bit because I think this is an hysterical one. We were there used to be a guy in Philadelphia who had an amateur act hour, amateur talent hour. Is that right? Amateur talent hour, amateur.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like it, Gene.
Yeah.
I think you finally honed in on the phrase.
Yeah, they put the title came up, it would say that. On the
I think he had an
amateur.
He had an hour amateur act.
Yeah.
Hour.
So anyway, his name was Al Alberts, and he had Al Alberts Showcase, and it was the poorest, most amateur talent you could imagine. And so we decided for Christmas we were going to make a video. This was like a 15-minute video, and a bunch of us were in it. But this is just the opening, and Billy is our Al Alberts character named Cubby Can't. And there's this really surreal moment that happens after his opening bit.
And Al Alberts was part of the Four Aces, which was a famous singing group back in from South Philadelphia. So this was our Cubby Can't Christmas special.
I welcome every one of you this evening with lots of laughs and song for you to hear. 1, 2, 3, keep listening to me. 3, 4, 5, we're coming to you live. Ho, 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 let's go!
Was that you?
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ricky Bartone, isn't he fabulous?
It's so bizarre. Yeah.
That was what was
Ben's dying.
What's that?
Well, Chris Scarlett. That was Chris Scarlett, our friend.
Scarlett, yeah.
He was the brother of your then girlfriend. Yeah, we got everybody into the act.
Oh my God. Somebody said Cubby who? His last name was Cant. Cante. Cubby Cant.
Yeah. And I was your long lost brother who I surprised you on the show, kind of like the Lewis Martin reunion. And my thing was, you're going to sing the 12 Days of Christmas and I'm going to sketch it as you sing it. But I couldn't get past like 5 golden rings, 2 twirl, and we just gave up.
Yeah. But you were like doing like this. It was like they were like this old Jewish guy. You were like, I remember when we
back in the day.
I'm gonna sketch and you're gonna sing.
Let's go. How about this one?
Can you show a commercial medley?
Yeah. So this
was a little more produced.
Yeah. I directed this, and Billy and Jeff Santoro and Chuck Gill, if you're watching, Chuck Gill was in this, who arranged for our Santa visit last week. This is about 2.5 minutes or something.
Is it? Yeah, it's cut down, but the idea is that it's this dysfunctional pair. It's a manager and I always thought they were cousins, but a manager and his cousin who's a singer, and they're trying to get representation. So these are just a couple pieces from that.
Here we go.
Good afternoon. Skeets the Umbrella. How you doing?
Raymond Olivetti.
How are you, Mr. Olivetti? JT Sands, Teen Idol.
How you doing?
How are we this afternoon, okay? All right, now, if you could just listen to a cutoff of JT's debut album, Teaser. I think you'll understand my meaning. Now, we've been selling this by money order all across the country. Well, we got this one girl in our entourage who jumps up. Now, the audience don't know she's with us. She jumps up, gives him a hug like a big teddy bear.
Oh, we do teddy bear.
Yeah, we do teddy bear.
Tell them about the pyrotechnic effects.
Oh, yeah. Now, imagine this in your head, okay? You got to be thinking about this. There's flames blowing up around them. You know what I mean? There's like smoke and sparks going off. Like the 4th of July, they got a whole show going, like boom, boom. The other thing we do is we get dry ice. We put them in the pockets of his tux. Now, at the finale, he gets all worked up. The sweat activates the ice and he disappears into a cloud of smoke. They go wild. Excuse me.
How's it going?
He doesn't even know how it goes.
All right. Okay, you ready? All right.
Oh, and we found this royalty-free
Mr.
music
Olivetti,
and just wrote lyrics to
JT
it all.
Sands doing commercial medley. Hit it.
I got the music in me. You got the music in you. Wow, 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 wow. Sweet sky. Sweet sky. Hey girl, don't you know me?
Woo! Hey, Mr. Olivetti, we're a small entourage. We provide our own publicity material. We work around the clock, and we'll go anywhere. Now, Mr. Olivetti, let's talk promotion here.
And then then he says no, and then Jeff shoots him.
Yeah. That's the end of him.
He kills him.
It ends up on a very dark note.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've only got 5 more clips. We may as well just show them, right?
Silver. Let's see Silver.
This is I need to show you something to connect with this. So here's the this was the sequel to the Shitsukakapupu book that we did together, Joy Behar and me. You'll notice it says here colored by Dave Silliber, illustrated by Gene Barretta. The story is that I was going to illustrate the second book, but then they weren't getting me the manuscript quick enough, and I was trying, and I had another book coming up, one of my that I wrote and illustrated. So I said, all right, well, I'll have time to design it and illustrate it, but maybe we can get somebody else to do the coloring, and then we'll bring it back to me a couple weeks before it's due, and I'll tweak it and touch it up. And they said, okay, fine. So the guy who was going to do it was doing it kind of under his own agent's radar, and didn't want to use his real name. And I didn't want to just have it say illustrated by Gene Barretta, because if the color was awful, then I didn't want to take credit for it, of course. So I said, all right, can we just use, a pseudonym? They said yes. So I chose Dave Silliber to be the colorist. Now, Dave Silliber is a character that Ben Chatray created back in the 80s. And here's an example of him. And they forgot that it was a fake name, because later on they said, Gene, do we need to put a bio for Dave at the back of the book? And I said, yeah, of course we do. So this is Dave's bio. This is Dave Silliber's first collaboration with Mr. Barretta. When he isn't painting, he plays bass in his metal band Dream Basket. He lives in Ewing, New Jersey, with an assortment of roommates. So this is who Dave Silliber is. And I was this host of a local public access show called Silliber Says. And for some reason, we put this like plastic gel all over my face.
Right.
And
Well, I think the idea was you were leaving your show on public access and sort of handing the baton to me.
Right.
Silliber Says was about to take over your time slot.
Right. That's right. But we wanted me to be like such a plastic kind of TV host that we even just made my face like this glossy, stiff.
Yeah,
he's just a really
it's really
awkward character.
Yeah, he's really spooky.
This is who Dave Silliber is, with the Ewing accent and everything.
Look at Wally Piloff, Jackson.
Hi, welcome to Silliber Says. I'm Wally Piloff, who usually fills this time slot with Ewing Update. We're going to be moving to an 8 o'clock slot, and we're going to be making over here with Silliber Says. Welcome, kid.
What's up, dude?
How are you?
All right.
Tell us a little bit about your new program.
All right, check it out. It's called Silliber Says. I'm the head, Dave Silliber. I'm going to be talking a lot about tunes, attitudes, about how things used to be. I got programs from concerts I can show, home movies, a lot of things. If I see some dude walking down the street, copping a beat attitude, I'll talk about him and shit, and that's what it's really about.
Sounds like a very freeform program.
Yeah.
Something colorful and fresh and with a lot of variety.
Check it out.
Well, I'll check it out, all right. Weeknight at 8 o'clock with me, Wally Piloff.
All right, dude.
I'm going to leave you to your podium, kid, and good luck to you.
All right, cool, dude.
Bye, all.
Later.
You know who Wally Piloff reminds me of?
Who?
Vince McMahon.
Does he? Huh.
Yeah, from the wrestling.
Yeah, I know, right. He's just got
WWE.
such a constipated expression.
It kind of looks like your face is frozen.
It does. It's like it looks like it looks like a dummy from the House of Wax came to life or something.
Where was Silliber from? Ewing, New Jersey?
Yeah.
He was kind of a composite of like a Ewing / Philly / very local accent.
Yeah, that accent.
Just real quick, Shelby. There'll be future episodes devoted to your writing, illustrating experiences. Possibly. Right now it's more Muppet centered, but we want to eventually be expanding out into all the arts. So possibly. Thanks for asking. The awful handshake.
They are horrible. Well, it's like two generations. It's like traditional Wally Piloff and
Yeah.
the dude that isn't really into shaking hands.
Right.
How about this one? Since I know our friend John Desiderio is watching.
315.
So right. Okay. So here's we would do like this is a mock 1980s music video, just done on the cheap and at the spur of the moment. We recorded the song and then put some video.
Fire.
A fire in the fork. Now we become spaghetti.
Oh, that's what you're supposed to be, spaghetti?
Yeah, we turn into the spaghetti. That's our little 80s thing.
I actually think there are record companies out there that would issue some of the soundtrack stuff. In fact, I know there are.
Hear that, John?
It's so,
John, by the way.
It's so of the period, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Billy and I know John back in the 80s. We all met in an acting class together, Sid K's acting class, just before Billy moved out to LA. And now John's making films. He's a filmmaker. He made one called Amor Fati. Look for it.
This is a good question.
Well, that's the thing, Fergie. When we got together, it wasn't just like, well, let's go, play basketball or just go bowling or go to restaurant. We just let's get together and make something. There's John. Yeah. But that's all we planned. Maybe it's boring. It sounds boring, but it was that was what we got excited about, making stuff.
I know we had a job.
Yeah, we had jobs, but on our free time.
It would have definitely been I bet if they did this now, I think they definitely would have gotten a little bit of trouble, but I definitely think they would have been TikTok stars, some sort of YouTuber, like Logan Paul.
We would have been all over the social media stuff.
Yeah.
All right, we've got 3 more.
I love this. Looks like something. It was the 80s.
It was. It was the 80s.
Looks exactly like something.
Yeah.
It looks almost identical, almost like it is.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and John and I were waiters at the Warwick Hotel with Vincent Amore.
That's pretty upscale.
Well, who are you talking to?
Well, I don't know. I mean, you could handle that.
Hey, pal.
You could handle the upscale crap. I guess.
Do you like my shirt, by the way?
Well, I can't see it too well. What is it?
The cat gives you the finger.
It's a cat.
Diane got me that. Yeah.
What's left?
Bingo. All right, so we would. This goes back to near the beginning. We would play with stop motion animation, and we decided to have a race with ourselves and animate ourselves, having a race with no cars. So this is just a small little bit of this one. Again, I think with Casio keyboard thrown in for the soundtrack. Here's Billy, Eddie, David, me. On your mark, you're set. Go! Oh, and go! A little clunky. And then we knocked Billy off a cliff. But that was clunky stop motion animation.
It's hard when you're holding it with your hands.
Yeah, it's all no tripod or anything. All right, and 2 more. We talked about. What do you want to show first? Vampires or Father Michael?
I think we save Father Michael for the last.
Okay. Here's one a little more recent. This was in the 90s when Billy was working on dinosaurs, and he had a jacuzzi in his backyard. We made a ton of movies back there too. This one, we just decided to be a couple of less than threatening vampires who discover, for some reason, they're just discovering that each other is a vampire. So here's this one.
Are you of the myth of the vampire? I'm quite aware of that myth. Some say they would know him by the long dark cape he wears. Others say he can be seen by the moon at night. And I'm most certain that he has quite an appetite. for the ruby red. And one small detail you might find very shocking, and that is that the vampire is me.
Those teeth.
I'm the vampire.
God, it's so bad. They don't know how to bite each other.
They're just learning.
They're just getting to know each other.
Oh, wait, no, not one.
Like two pigeons.
And of course, they always unravel at the end. Like I said, there was a jacuzzi in the backyard.
That's entertainment.
My God.
That is entertainment.
They're so stupid.
Like you saying, like, stop.
Right after Gene says the line about the ruby red, Bill, you just kind of look down with this kind of like De Niro look of.
That's my favorite moment. His reaction is.
What were you gonna click, Jackson? I'm sorry.
I did click it, but it was just a quick little thing I wanted to say. It's like, what is this from Twilight?
Oh, from Twilight.
Right.
It's an outtake.
We need some of these on YouTube. I think there are some that might be on YouTube. Actually, the vampires. All right. So, Ben, where can they go see more Father Michael after we give them a little preview?
It's all on my Instagram page,
which is called what?
Well, if you just type in my name, you'll find it. But it's Ben in time.
Okay.
Ben in time.
Ben in time. But if you just type in my name, it'll pop up.
I think I
So should we watch it first, and then you can tell us a little bit about Father Michael?
Yeah, sure. Or yeah.
All right. He's just okay. Oh. There we go.
Friend of mine gave me a gift. Gave me a bag of chocolate-covered almonds. So last night I'm looking at the almonds. And it's getting late. I'm thinking I don't need to eat anything. I'm going to go to bed soon. Well, 5 minutes later, I'm plowing through them. And then I drop one of them on the floor. I thought, well, you know what? That's probably a sign from the Lord that I better slow down and put them away. And I thought, no.
A little bit of wisdom. He's like he serves the people, but you can't take the street out of Father Michael.
Yeah, that's basically it. He's a priest who you can't get the neighborhood out of him.
Yeah, he's a regular guy.
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah.
I'm still Mike from the neighborhood.
Hey, Mikey. Oh, Father Mikey.
Yeah, get it right.
He's kind of like who was the priest in The Exorcist who came out of the city? He was a little tougher, had street in him. The younger priest,
the one that was played by Jason Miller. You mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Actually, he is a little bit like not. This is kind of funny. A little bit like the television character with your last name, Barretta.
Oh, little Robert Blake.
Oh, right. Yeah.
But then Robert Blake played a priest, right?
He did. That's right.
And another series.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's right.
Hey, when the big man upstairs finds out, look out. He was kind of like Barretta as a priest. He wasn't too different.
Yeah. How many different words, little moments of wisdom have you done with Father Mike?
I think there's like 30 or so on Instagram.
Oh, right.
Something like
Awesome.
that. 30 or 40, something like that.
So it's Ben what?
In Time.
In Time.
Mhm.
And that's on Instagram?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put that out there so people can see it. I thought they're so fun. I love Father Michael.
Oh, I'm glad you like him.
Yeah.
I'm glad you like him.
I like him. I don't like you so much, but I like him.
I understand. It's a character, and it's a different person. And yeah. Jackson, are you nodding off back there? Or just
No, I'm good.
No, because if you are,
I'm holding my painting. Is all. I'm just resting my arms on my painting.
So what about?
Well,
is that it, or do we want to take a couple of questions before we head out? And remember, everybody, there's no show next week. We're going to take a little break for a week. So get your questions in now before it's too late. Hey, Sherwin, all my friends here watching.
Can hear.
Oh, make sure to check out our Pentagon. It's a really good website. It'll help us out when we set it up.
Pentagon.
Our Pentagon, like where they can.
Oh,
monthly.
Pantheon.
Pentagon? You mean the Defense Department?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next week, next year, we'll have a little more news. Hopefully, by the time we come back, we'll have some news on the Patreon channel and all of that. Any updates? There's been nothing new since we last talked to you. That's it, right? Any questions from the viewers?
Just going back there, see if there's anything we missed, maybe that somebody asked earlier. Sorry, I'm late.
Okay. You know what, Katie? Next time, just don't come at all.
Yeah.
Poor Katie.
I don't know. I don't see any. Oh, wait, new comment. Yeah, I got a question. Let's see.
Where can I find the damn vampires?
I think it is. I think it is on YouTube, isn't it? It's on your.
While we're talking, I'll find the link. Okay,
we'll get it for you, Emido. Oh, Scott has an interesting question.
Yes.
Well, that could become a part of our old Pantheon.
What's the question? Because I can't see the screen you're looking at right now.
The question is, when can we order Barretta Brothers mugs?
Ooh, well, who knows? That could be part
on Pathogen, hopefully.
Pathogen, Patreon, Pantheon. We'll work on it, Scott, if you're really interested.
It's funny because I always thought the Barretta Brothers were a couple of mugs.
Hey,
All right, here you go, gang. A lot of videos, even including all of Ben's Gong Show appearances, are on my YouTube channel. Not the Barretta Brothers one, but one called Fleam Brittle. And I just posted the spelling in our chat. Fleam Brittle is the YouTube channel that has lots and lots of old videos, including some of my own personal ones, but you got Prince of Luxembourg in there, some family ones, a lot of stuff here. This goes way back. You can see John Kennedy and I had a little band called the Backwoods Trio with this band too.
No.
They're
okay,
in there.
I'm
not showing it. I'm just telling them. Good. I see Vampires is there. Yeah. And the Fiamma Brothers and both Fiamma Brothers. So
they just have to go to our website, right?
No, not our website. They have to go to the Fleam Brittle YouTube page.
Oh. Are you still going to have live stream videos on YouTube? That's what we're talking about. We're discussing how we're going to do it. We might do portions of them, or it'll be up first for people to catch it live, and then to catch it after you've missed it, maybe you go over to the Pentagon.
To the pancreas.
Yeah, it's all we have to get all the desideros because we really haven't explored it with somebody. We have to have a conversation with somebody from Patreon. John Desiderio is bringing up Depresso the Clown, which was another video that we did way back when.
Oh, this was
Christina.
Oh, sorry. go
Oops,
ahead.
sorry. Christina thinks T-shirts would be cute too.
Yeah,
Sorry,
right
what
on
was-
the pathogen. Just right on the pathogen.
Oh, sorry. I'm hitting things you already hit. Sorry.
Pokemon?
Are you guys leaving YouTube streaming? We don't know. We're figuring it out. We're trying
We
to
like
figure out-
having this. Yeah, we like having the contact with you guys. So we're going to try to work something out so that everybody's happy. Because it really helps make the show special to keep having the dialogue with you guys.
and we want to keep it going, and it's kind of hard to keep it going. We're the Pentagon. Will help bring in a little bit of something to keep the shows going and to put in the time and to be able to get the guests, and it costs a little bit of something. So we're trying to.
Yeah, it's a lot of time, folks. It's honestly, it's a lot more time and money than we ever expected when we started. So it helps us to be able to put the time needed in. So that's why we're thinking of it too. Let's take one last question, and then we'll say goodbye.
All right.
Oh, Marshall Grove.
What's this, Ben? Maybe a Parthenon reward can be a live stream of Gene's cats.
Just like a live feed.
You can watch
on cue.
Clover lick herself. You know what they're waiting for? I forgot to feed them before the show because on the East Coast here, it's past their dinner time. So they're hovering around waiting to be fed.
You started to jump on me.
All right.
Okay. Benjamin.
Go.
Happy holidays. Happy New Year.
Thank you. Wait, I can't think of his name. Who's the filmmaker you just
Tommy
imitated?
Wiseau.
Tommy Wiseau, yeah.
Tommy Wiseau.
Ben Chatray. Oh, remember how we met Ben Chatray?
We met in the junior high school cafeteria at Penwood Junior High.
We were 13 years old, and our friend Tommy Adams was our mutual friend. And he said, "Here, Gene, meet Ben. You both love Charlton Heston." Oh, you like Charlton Heston? Because this was like the time, like Planet of the Apes and Omega Man and all that stuff. So that's how we started talking, just because we loved Charlton Heston, and then we were talking about Rona Barrett gossip magazines and movies, and that's yeah.
See. Is that how it happened?
Huh.
Oh, you know something different? Oh, and then we'd be at the same lunch table after that, and he'd be down at one end talking about the Oakland Raiders with like 5 other guys. I had no idea what they were talking about, so I would just say, "Come on,
let's talk about movies. Come on."
Yeah, and get jealous.
Did we know it?
Touch of Evil at the
We
time.
lived it.
No.
Oh yeah, I see.
I know I didn't.
Not at the time.
And I found out about a lot of Heston's fantastic work later. But yeah, I was pretty much my attachment to him was almost exclusively because of Planet of the Apes and a few other things.
Yeah, but Touch of Evil is a great film.
Touch of
Speaking
Evil is
Orson-
amazing.
Yeah.
Moses.
You should see it, Jackson, because
Moses?
Orson Welles is in it.
Yeah. Oh, are you an Orson Welles fan, Jackson?
No, I just came up with the voice on the fly, and I just like that's what I guess I based it off of. I wouldn't like this.
Have you heard his War of the Worlds broadcast?
No.
Look for it. Yeah.
He did a radio play at school.
Yes, and
so
I
it just sounded like
from what I hear, I did really good amongst my teachers.
Yeah.
There you go.
Your voice is great. I can see why Gene says Orson Welles.
Yeah. Yes. I've been yawning all day.
I always yawn.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
You don't.
Yeah, I do.
Not when you're.
I always yawn during that time too. I would go like, and sometimes I go like, achoo, and break my back while I do that. But you are keeping me up, yes, and I need to go to bed because I
Katie wants to know what I think of McCartney 3. I've only heard it through twice, and there's 3 or 4 songs I like very much. So I'm happy. Have you heard it, Ben Chatray?
Yeah, just once though. So I like bits of it, but I'm still absorbing it.
Ben Chatray is just as obsessed with the Beatles as I am, and Billy.
Christina's asking us to answer this question. Is there any more Between the Lions, and how do you puppeteer the organ from the Sesame Street number of the day?
What is that?
So the organ is also a puppet, right? I guess.
I know, but I don't. I never work.
I know what he means. He's asking if